are y'all doing? All right. Just got my hair pulled back. We're gonna get makeup done today. I'm sure most of you guys are at work or going to work or something like that. I am off today. Yay! What are y'all big plans y'all have today? Today I am actually going and doing some painting. I'm gonna refinish my eat-in kitchen table. The kids have messed it up, and I'm gonna go in there and resand the top, stain it, and then I'm going to use that Annie Sloan's chalk paint, which I've used before, to paint the legs and stuff. So I'll post some pictures whenever I'm done. So today I'm actually wearing kind of teal. I'm going to go with browns on my eyes today. I've already, of course, cleansed my face, used the Instant Lift on my face, done primer and moisturizer and all that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And today we are actually going to just use plain old, which is not plain old, but Addiction Palette 1. It is one of my favorites, as you can tell. I've used several sections of that. So we're going to use that today alone. The thing with these palettes is you can use them for several purposes. Yes, for your eyes, but I use this color for my eyebrows. You can use either one of these two colors. I have a new little light and I'm trying to decide if it's too bright. Anyway, you can use one of these two colors for some highlighting too. So the palettes are not just for your eyes. I mean, they serve so many different purposes. So that's why, I mean, it's one of those things, you get so much bang for your buck and they last for so long, you know? So let's get started. And there's different ways to start your eyes. You can cover your whole lower lid, and we're going to go with a little bit of sparkle and shimmer today. But I'm actually going to use Elated, the lightest color, and we're just going to cover our whole lid so we get a nice base coat. I do use eye primer. I do find that it helps our eyeshadows and stuff stay on longer. It is very pigmented, so you know, you don't really have to use a lot for your desired effect. People will go back and go back and go back and add more eyeshadow, but I don't have to. So, what's everybody doing today? Working? Projects? I just put my last one on the bus, so I'm super excited. I'm home alone. Alright, so I'm going to go with my transition color first. And I'm going to use this medium brown color chipper. Alright, so this is not going in my crease. It's going to kind of go above my crease. Alright, we're going to start with this first. This is one of my favorite palettes just because of the neutral browns. And I wear it quite often. This is, my niece started wearing makeup. I kind of showed her kind of what to do. And this is the palette she got because she just wanted a little bit of color and to get more comfortable with doing makeup. And palette 1 looks good on everybody. Alright, I posted a while back, but I made like a little comparison chart of, if you know, determining, you know, depending on what color eyes and hair color you have, that'll let you know what colors of lipstick and eyeshadow and stuff look best on you. So for me, I have green/hazel eyes and dark brown hair. Grays and blues don't look good on me. So I don't even have them. Blues do look good on people with white hair or blonde hair, or even people with dark hair that have blue eyes. It's just with me and my green hazel eyes, it just doesn't look good. Alright, so this is kind of, I want it to go a little bit higher. It's almost in my crease. So you can always, this is my deluxe brush I'm using. And I used to just do like what you saw, because I'm not paying attention. But you want to go a little bit higher. I have a pretty heavy crease, so you're not going to see my color. So I started going a little bit above my crease and not having so much up here, because you just need up there, you just need your highlight color. So this is my transition color. And then we're going to go with our crease color. And the crease color, we're going to go dark. We're going to go with Fortified, which is, or we have Zealous, which has a little bit of sparkle. Either one. Forthright is the one that I use on my eyebrows all the time. That's what I use to fill in my eyebrows 90% of the time because it's faster. We do have an eyebrow pencil, which is amazing, but I wear glasses and I can't see that well when I'm doing my eyebrows, especially right in here. So I don't want to go in with the pencil because I'm afraid I mess up. But anyway, so I'm just going in the crease to make the crease a little bit darker on both sides, and we're going to blend all this in after. Alright, so today I wanted to do a little bit of sparkle, and we're going to go with, you can't even see the names because I've used this so much. We're going to go with Brassy. Where is it at? Brassy's right there. It's kind of a gold brown, and we're going to cover our lid. And just because we're older, I mean, I'm approaching 40, doesn't mean we can't wear some shimmer. Although right now, the matte colors are what's in. So this is Brassy. Ooh, I'm going to take Sincere, which is like a silvery, there you go, like a silvery color. And we're going to use that on the corners, right in here. And then we're going to take my Deluxe brush, which I use all the time, which I'm using right now, and we're going to blend all this in. Because that's the biggest deal, is you want to have some transition colors, but you don't want to have any really, really bad harsh lines. What do y'all think of the backdrop? Are y'all digging it? It's brand new. Try to get more professional. Wanting to go outside, well, too bad. I hear them. So that's it for the eye. So then we need to do this part. So usually I use Elated. You can use Elated, or you can use, we have the mineral pigments, and this one is in Crushed, which is usually one of my favorite ones. And for this color, we just need to go up in here, and this is just to highlight and redefine your brow color, your brows. I'm going to mix it in. And we're going for a really simple look today. Then we're going to use eye pencil. I'm going with green. All right. So there's different ways you can use liner. You can go really, really big and high, or you can kind of do what I do and what I prefer. That doesn't help. I like to do kind of like a tight line. So I'm kind of going even just in my eyelash line. So you see it, but you're not going to see it a lot. Very hard for people that wear glasses. Alright, I'm going to show you what else you can do. This is Prosper, I'm pretty sure, the color. Good, you can put, you want a little bit of color? Add green eyeliner. This is what you could do with the palette. I have a liner shader brush, and then you can go in there. You want a little bit more of a smokier eye and a more defined eye, Then go in here with this darker color, and then you kind of come right underneath your lash line, and you're going to kind of smudge it. This can also act as an eyeliner. So yet again, another use for this palette. The palettes are so versatile. You can use them these. Just brush just helps you get a little bit more precise line going. This is done with palette 1. Alright. And if you wanted to and go back and make your eyes more darker and more defined, you definitely just go back and add more eyeshadow. But for me and for what I'm doing today, just going to get my nails redone and doing some furniture today. I'm painting and refinishing some furniture. That's plenty for me. Okay. I will do my eyebrows, but I'm going to do them last. All right, so my eyes are done. For me, this is perfectly fine. It's a day I'm not going to work. Actually, I don't even probably put more than that on to go to work. So we're going to do our mascara. All right, so y'all have seen me do this many times. Gel, fiber, gel. Banging on the blinds to go outside. Because I'm doing a new foundation concoction. I saw a girl do it on Facebook the other day, and it was awesome, and I happened to have all of what she used, and I did it yesterday and it looked really good. I got a good bit of coverage, so we're going to do it today for the first time, and we're going to see how it goes. Terrible eyelashes. So I usually use 2 coats of mascara. Today I'm going for just 1. Coat your lashes really good. Poke your eye out like I do too. Remember to roll your fibers on your hands so you don't have a lot of fallout. And then you do not want to go all the way to your base, because you might get fibers in your eyes. It's not a big deal, but it doesn't feel very good. All right, so we're going to seal our lashes, and then we're going to get started with the new concoction. Her name is Brady. Her name is Brady, and she calls it Brady's Foundation Brew or something like that. So I liked it. I don't know if I'll use it every day, but all right. So what does this new foundation consist of? It is the BB cream, which I used to use this quite often. This is for girls that do not want a lot of coverage. It's basically a tinted moisturizer, okay? So sometimes I'll use this, but then I finish it off with powder. I knew I forgot something. Anyway, I usually finish this off. You put powder on top of it. It's not a good enough coverage just by itself. So what she combined that with was the concealer, the powder concealer. So what you do is, in the top, it's like a salt and pepper shaker, the powder concealer. You pop some in the top, the cap, and then we're going to add our BB cream to it, and then we're going to mix it up. So the mineral concealer has what they call an illuminator with it. And what the illuminator does, it kind of helps give you, like, when you do highlighting and contouring, when you put the shiny pigments here and on your nose and right there, that's called strobing, which I do, but I didn't know the technical term. But anyway, it's to help with strobing. So this stuff, the mineral concealer has illuminator already in it, so it acts like your strober, is that proper English? Strober, your strobing agent for you. So what I'm doing is I'm just mixing it. That light is really bright. Anyway, I'm mixing it in the cap, and then we're going to paint it on. All right. And I am using the foundation brush to get this on there. So what the BB cream does, it kind of takes on the pigment of your skin when you use it. So it kind of makes it, even though it looks, oh, it's looking really white, once you start blending it in, it kind of just takes on the shape and the tone of your skin, so it kind of blends in. So I'm just painting this on my face right now. I am not going to blend it in with this. I'm going to use a sponge. So anyway, so yeah, this is the BB cream with the mineral concealer. So, and you do not, you see how I didn't go up close to my eye? So you don't want to do that, because we're going to, I actually did on that side, but we're going to blend up, because I'm learning stuff. If you put heavy concealer and you don't dilute the concealer, you know how you get all those little bitty lines up underneath your eyes and you really don't have wrinkles under your eyes? Well, that's why. That's what you get it from. So that was what's been my problem. Alright, so I'm using, we have the blending buds, but I don't have any. So I'm just using a little sponge, and you're going to sponge it on there, come get up underneath your eye. And I still have some left, so we're just going to go back and add more if we need to. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this light. It's like super duper. Maybe I just don't need it. Alright, and I have more product if I need it. So this gets you pretty good coverage. If you have like blemishes or anything, we can go back and add more coverage to it. So when you use the BB cream by itself, you're going to get more of a dewy finish. Which people appreciate, and some people want. Me, not so much, because it makes me feel oily. But sometimes that's the look that people are going for. So this, with adding the mineral pigment to it, the mineral pigment concealer, it kind of gets rid of that. I blend it in. So when I talk about like an illuminator, so there's a little bit on a sheen on my eye. That's not oil. That is just the product. All right. And if you need more in your areas, I'm just going to put a little bit more here. And otherwise, I think I got plenty of good coverage. Next step is to set it with powder. And I totally did not bring the powder with me. So I have my powder puff brush, and I'm sure it has some powder on it. So basically, you've got your powder, and you're gonna pat it in there, and then you just are going to. You do not want full coverage. You're just gonna go on top of it and pat it dry so you set it. And if you want more coverage, the good thing is our powder has pretty medium to dark heavy coverage. All right, so pretend I had the powder and we set it with the powder, okay? So the next step that I'm doing, so that was the new little concoction, BB cream with the mineral concealer. This is what I had started using underneath my eyes actually just recently, because I didn't need the heavy coverage from the liquid concealer. So that just depends on how much coverage you need personally. All right, so then we're going to do a little bit of highlighting. And I love the bronzer. As you can see, I'm at the bottom. I have some more I just need to use. All right, so I use the contouring brushes. Jennifer, if you're still on, just any kind of firm brush, you can actually even use for your contouring trio, your sculpting trio right here. You can use, see right there, you can use like this kind of brush for the darker color. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go from here to here and blend up. But you want your line to get really narrow as you get right here. Okay? You don't even want it to come that far. And draw your line and then kind of blend up closer to your cheek. This is going to add some definition to your face. Bring in your cheeks. Looks like you lost some weight, which I know all of us could use. Alright, so that's all I do with that part. And then I'm going to take my powder puff brush. This is like the best brush ever. And I'm going to do my jawline and down into my neck. Because you definitely, this will trim your chin. But you want to make sure you blend down because you don't want to have that definite line. And then I have a ginormous forehead, seriously. So I do right here. Okay. To kind of cut some of my forehead so it didn't look bad. So for me, I go here and then I go into 3 and then I go down here. But see why I love this powder puff brush? Because at the end, I'm going to finish and make sure everything's nice and smooth and even with that one. Alright, so then my next step is blush. Oh wait, I do my nose. Hold on. So, how do you narrow your nose? And you're like, yeah, I wear glasses, so it shouldn't really matter, but I care. So I go back to the bronzer, and you draw a line on each side of your nose right here. Alright, we're going to blend it in. And then you can also come and do your tip. Alright. A little bit more definition, so if you want your nose to be look up here a little bit more narrow, that's what you do. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of blush. What color am I using today? Seductive. Nice, pretty color. Our blushes are so pigmented, you really do not need a lot. Sometimes I'll put blush on and I don't even dip it in the, because you don't need to. Alright, so you see how the light is hitting certain areas. See, like right down in here and here. That is from the mineral concealer that I mixed in with a BB cream because it has the illuminator in it. Alright, but if you want your under eye to appear a little bit lighter, I go to the Sculpting Trio and I'll go to the middle color right here. And this is what you use to kind of, because you can do this with concealer, but I don't use concealer because it's too thick for me. And you just go underneath and you want to go in like a little triangle V right here. So I find that this powder, and you know what else you could use in palette 1, the same effect you can use with Elated. You can use that to highlight this area and this area up there too. Alright, and then one more step, because I use the mineral pigment, I am not going to do that on my nose to kind of help make it narrow. I went down it with some Curious mineral pigment. And you can kind of go right here, but I already have some shimmer because of the mineral concealer. And then buff it out, and then see how my nose appears a little bit more narrow. Alright, and then we're going to go back to palette 1, and we're going to finish off everything with our eyebrows. And like I said, I use Forthright, this color, with my brush, my angle brush, and I just go here. And then I kind of, you want to get the top and the bottom and then kind of fill in the middle. I have very sparse eyebrows too. Like they're just thin. And the rule of thumb for your eyebrows, you wanted to know how to shape them. This is our eyebrow pencil. It is pretty cool, but it just takes longer. It's got a pretty fine point on it. And it also has a little spoolie on the end. So when you're trying to figure out how do you shade in your eyebrows, so you go from the tip of your nose straight up, that's where your eyebrow should start. Then you go to the middle of your pupil to here, and that's where your angle, your arch should be. And then to figure out where your eyebrow should finish is you go from here to, from your corner of your eye to there. So I always kind of try to shade in a little bit down there because they're short on that side. So that's a quick little tip. And we're going to do this one. Some Splash lipstick on for the day. Does anybody have? If you want your nose to look wider, then you definitely don't want to put any dark colors because to contouring it, because that's going to make it look smaller. Okay. So you would want to almost highlight your nose. So you would want to get some sort of highlighter in a very light color with a little bit of shimmer to it to highlight your nose. And do it straight up on the bridge because that is going to make it appear a little bit wider. But you don't want to put any dark colors here or here because that makes it look more narrow. Make sense? Alright. So lipstick. Anybody has any colors that they want to choose today? So a couple little tips with the Splash lipsticks. One, if you apply them, because if they are bright, strong colors, if you apply them with a lip brush, which I don't have, if you apply them with a lip brush, then they will, what? I had powder in here the whole time. Hello, Estelle. Anyway, if you apply them with a lip brush, then they will not go on as bright and as dark. I can't believe I had that the whole time in my little carry-on case. Boo. Alright, I'm trying to find lip liner right now. If you're getting to about hour 5, 6, or 7, which happens, and you're feeling like the lipstick is coming off, then what you can do is take our lip bonbon that is clear, and you can the vanilla lip balm, and you can apply that to your lips and then kind of smack them and smooth them out, and your color is going to be revived again. Don't add more color because then it's going to start getting really, really cakey. I'm just trying to figure out what color lip liner. Let me just go with Pouty. Pouty's a good neutral. If that looks good on almost everybody, Pouty. I wanted to go red, but with my pink background, I don't want to put red on. Alright, so I'm going to go with, God, I cannot even see, Sentimental. Alright, so this is the pink color. It kind of looks purple on some people, and remember, you don't need a lot of product. Go back and dip again. Smooth. Ugh. Right. Stains, okay guys, they will come off. They do transfer. Let's see. The majority of the day, Even our lip stains don't last long on me. But the other day, I mean, I was stubborn and lasted almost the entire day of work, which was amazing. This one too lasted about 6 hours. So these guys are amazing. All right, guys. So palette 1 kind of showed y'all all the many uses. You can use it for a little bit of highlighting and strobing. You can use it for your eyes. You can use it as your eyeshadow color. You can also use it as eyeliner. And there's so many looks that you can have with it. You can do all matte looks. Today I did a little bit of matte and a little bit of shimmer. So multi-purposes. Everybody should have palette 1. It is the best palette. It looks good on everybody. And that's about it. So if anybody has any questions, just comment below. Let me know. Oh, all my local girls, if anybody is going to be around town, I am going to be doing a home party in November. Just comment below if you're interested, and I'll make sure I send you an invite. All right. So y'all have a good day. I'm off to go get my nails done, and I'm off to do some painting. We'll post some pictures later. Bye.